Hey guys, welcome back to some more HypoZilla. I may sound stuffy as hell and stuff, and struggling to speak. I've just had a nose operation done yesterday, but a few hours ago I did go and see Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. It was it's the best Godzilla film. And to some, they hated it because they I mean, all the people that disliked it were the ones that aren't really big Godzilla fans. I took my Jack Pacific 12-inch Godzilla. Me and my dad went to see it. It was awesome. This is my spoiler review for it. The film opens with the aftermath of the Godzilla versus Muto fight. And when Godzilla goes back into the sea, and then it cuts to 2019, and Madison and Emma, they were making bacon and eggs. They're in China. They're outside the Monarch Base 60 Outpost 61, which is Mothra. And you see the temple. So they go down there. They see Mothra. Mothra hatches. The original Mothra theme plays, which was amazing. And then Mothra gets a bit mad. They have to calm Mothra down with the Orca, the computer thing, gimme jiggy. And so they steal it, and then Charles Dance's character comes in, Alan Jonah, eco-terrorist, and shoots everyone there, except Madison and Emma. They take them hostage over to Antarctica. Then we see Kyle Chandler's character. There's a whole court scene, and in the background they play the Godzilla 2014, and there's a funny bit that Mike Doherty probably made a joke out of, where the Mutos obviously did nothing but want to bang. I mean, there was a Muto in this one. I said there was a couple of Muto looking monsters. And Rodan sounded quite like a Muto. That's a quick spoiler. But yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. They go to the Castle Bravo, and Godzilla's base is like where Godzilla keeps himself is there. And then they see Godzilla. They find out some of his startling him, getting him wound up, and then they go to Antarctica. And then they sent Godzilla to Antarctica. And then by the way, at the start you hear Godzilla's classic roar, like the 60s roar, which was amazing, because that's iconic, and I love that roar. Like they hybridized it with the 2014 roar, and that's what was amazing. And they had some separated at times, but yeah, they break Ghidorah out of the ice. Ghidorah gets a bit mad. Storm comes out. Ghidorah eats people. He eats Vivian Graham. They actually bully the left head, which was funny. But yeah, they eat Vivian Graham. Poor Vivian. I never actually knew she died until it says deceased, and that's how you know Serizawa is broken, and he just wants his life to be over because they liked each other or something. I can't remember. And then Godzilla breaks out the ice amazingly. You know, his original theme plays and the Old Rivals track plays with it, and then thus they fight. Godzilla gets the first few hits. He falls into this cavern. No, not cavern. Ravine. That's created by Ghidorah. And Godzilla fallen. And I may sound a bit muffly. I do have a pillowcase like on my nose, like in my nose, just to help it. Otherwise I'd sound worse. But then Godzilla loses the fight, but then he doesn't stop chase with Ghidorah. Admiral Stenz, or the military man, he decides he wants to unleash the oxygen destroyer on Godzilla and Ghidorah. But this is after the how Rodan escapes. They go see Rodan. Rodan breaks out, and then you have that giant chase sequence. You see, then they go to the storm where Ghidorah is, and so the fight. Rodan loses the fight. He gets crashed into the water. I knew he wasn't dead. I just thought he'd be like severely weakened, or like he wouldn't be there. It's learned, I think, by this point that Mothra has cocooned herself by a waterfall. But Godzilla fights Ghidorah again in Mexico. They fight for a tiny bit until the Godzilla actually tears Ghidorah's left head off. Now that was awesome. And Godzilla, then the oxygen destroyer it's like a nuke. It crashes into him, and like blows him up. It actually weakens Godzilla. It doesn't kill him. He actually manages to escape the area in time. And then Ghidorah just like gets out like nothing's happened. He is missing a head, however. But then he goes to the volcano and actually grows the head back. And you can see it grow back, and it's like so morbid. But it was cool. Then we don't really get anything for a while. They learn Godzilla's still alive. Mothra comes out in her imago form and goes to find Godzilla. Then the humans go and find Godzilla. They go down to the temple where he is at. And this is where they know about the Hollow Earth theory. Because they find out that Godzilla goes off the tracker at times. And Godzilla is there, like sleeping on a finger in the temple, and so the humans realize that their bombs for the submarine has been damaged because they crash, and so they go and save. Well, Sarah goes to sacrifice himself. Godzilla then comes out, doing the iconic atomic breath into the sky. That was an iconic scene, and how they play the rebirth theme. And how it plays the Godzilla theme as he comes to the surface and roars, and then looks at the humans and Kyle Chandler and then goes away. By the way, Madison and Emma are taken hostage for like half the movie. Then Emma decides Madison decides she hates Emma, and steals the orca. Goes to the Boston Stadium, and then they call all monsters. By the way, Rodan is seen as Godzilla's Ghidorah's servant, and so then it comes to the final fight. Ghidorah tries to kill Madison, and Godzilla atomic breaths Ghidorah in the back and knocks him down. And Godzilla's supercharged. He's got his original roar from the 60s, and that was amazing. And how he just charges towards Ghidorah. And he's supercharged. They mentioned burning Godzilla here, but he's not in burning form, I can tell you that. Saying he's just gonna blow up because he's too powerful. And that energy is sort of knocked out of him when he gets took into stratosphere and then slammed down. Mothra comes in, absolutely just beats up Ghidorah, and that's that poor Ghidorah. Then Rodan comes in, beats up Mothra. Mothra then impales Rodan. This is the plot twist here, because I think Rodan dies, and that sort of made me jump. Because you wouldn't expect him to die then. Then Godzilla's down on the ground. He's knocked out. Mothra comes over him, and it's a sad scene for everyone, because everyone knows that Mothra has only got one option, and that's to sacrifice herself for Godzilla. And so she flies off into Ghidorah. Ghidorah blows her up. Then the ashes fall on Godzilla. Godzilla turns red. His spines go red. And they just he's gotten bigger. And so the Godzilla fights. He doesn't fight Ghidorah. He uses his atomic pulse. I forgot the name because right now I'm a bit dozy. And Godzilla uses his nuclear pulse, completely decimating Ghidorah's skin, tears it away. you know, Ghidorah's just like, oh frick, what we're gonna do now? Then Godzilla like does it again, and Ghidorah's like shattered. And then Godzilla turns to normal. You know, Ghidorah's head in his mouth, and he just shoots his atomic breath. And that's that. Like, Ghidorah's decimated. Like, that's the worst. That's worse than Muto's. Then all the monsters come round. Even Rodan is alive, and Rodan's the only one that bows down to Godzilla. And Godzilla looks like happy. You can actually see him like smile, and then he roars, and then the film ends. It's got all like the classic themes playing at the end, and then at the post credits we see Charles dance with Ghidorah's head, and he's like, "Oh, I'll buy this," and that probably hints to Mecha King Ghidorah. I'd like to see that. Or something like that, or maybe Mecha Godzilla. But anyway, that was the film, and it was straightforward, but it was really cool and absolutely amazing. My dad thought it was better than Endgame. It was better than Endgame. I didn't see it though. My dad did. And yeah, it was a great film. My dad really liked it. He thinks it's going to be #1 film. It's #1 film for me. Out of 10, I give it a 9.4. It's definitely beat Godzilla vs King Ghidorah. That by a long shot. I knew it would. But yeah, that was my review for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I hope you all really don't mind my bad nose right now. And I should have waited a few days to do the review, but my mind would have gone blank. I should be seeing it again in a few days for like in a few days when I'm feeling better, and I should be seeing it with my girlfriend, hopefully. But anyway, that is all. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.